just got these Moebius 48-foot flatbeds in, and I thought maybe I'd make a video for anybody that doesn't have one that might be interested in what's in the box. If I remember correctly, these are based on a Great Dane design. I'm pretty sure the reefer and the van that they sell is also a Great Dane. So being that they had that licensing, I'm sure they just designed it off a Great Dane. I don't think it has any markings in it denoting that it is a Great Dane, but you know, with a little bit of work, some decals, you could make it more accurate by, you know, adding that stuff. They put this in there, which is nice. Keeps the box from crushing. I don't know about you guys, but I like having nice boxes. Just looks nicer when you have them on the shelves. All right, what we got in the box here? All kinds of goodies. Lots of parts. Same Moebius tires that come in the Pro Star, Lone Star, Reefer, Van. Just a no-name tire. Some nice tread design. They would have really done good if they would have made a separate drive tire. Nobody's ever done that. Everybody just makes all the tires the same. The same chrome wheel trees that come in the Lone Star, Pro Star, Van, and Reefer, and the separate wheel sets. You got your separate rings that go on the back, chrome inners and outers. The other half of the, oh, that's for your spare, I believe. No, I'm sorry, that's the inner half of the wheels, of the inner wheels. You get two of those trees. Then the suspensions are the same as the Reefer and Van, from what I've seen. They have round, go ahead and open one, round trailer type axles versus the square. Snap-on axle ends. What I really like is the brake drums. They have the lug holes molded in. I just take these big heavy things off. They're pretty accurate. They don't have brake shoes. I mastered a set of brake shoes with the springs, the S-cam point where you put your rod from your slack adjuster. I mastered those. They're only made to be viewed from the outside. They're not full shoes. They're like a half shoe, but once you put it in the drum, you can't tell. You can't see the inside anyways. Jamie Rommeler has those, and with just a little bit of sanding, they will fit these Moebius drums. So you can add a ton more detail to your suspension if you want. Brake chambers are two-piece, really detailed slack adjusters. Those are nice. Some shocks. And then all the other trees are the same as far as that. Then you got your trailing arms. Really nice detail. Okay. Now these are unique and brand new to the kit, all these parts. Well, these are the back of the toolboxes. I thought the front were in the same bag, but they're not. These are your two-piece toolboxes that go between the axles. Be really easy to make the doors open on these. They, I think they glue to the frame here, and then they glue under the body, under the bed here. But the brackets are all one piece. Nice detail. There's two of those. Then you got your load winches. And they are two pieces. Each one is two pieces, as you can see here. One has the pin that you would wrap your ribbon around, or whatever you use them for a load strap. Got your, pretty sure this is the landing gear. Got a tiny little glad hand. Not sure where that piece goes. Just a little rectangular piece. I haven't studied the instructions. One of your feet for your landing gear. Sand shoe. There's two trees that are the same, that have the load winches, legs for the landing gear. Get in there. Now, those load winches are decent, but Brandon Chown has started 3D printing. He's making some really nice stuff. The glad hands and the load winches that he makes are way better than those Moebius ones. Check these out. Let me see if I can get these in view. These are really nice. I need to get some more of them. Look how detailed this is. It's going to be so hard to hold this. Let me see if I can get some tweezers. Where are my tweezers? Here we go. Check out the detail on this. Even the strap slot to put the strap through. Even the hole for the bar that you use to crank the winch. Aren't these nice? And then you got your little gear with the cog to keep it in place. You can get these from Brandon Chown. They're not expensive at all. And so far, they're the best I've ever seen. They blow these kit ones away. And he also makes, oops, put that in the wrong bag. He also makes this nice set of glad hands and electrical connector for the front of the trailer. The glad hands actually connect together. You can, twist them together and they lock in place. And you can get these from him as well. Really nice stuff. I got 2 sets of those. These will be going on my other trailer, which I'll show you here in a minute. Then you got these trees. Alright, let's see what's in here. Alright, there's your toolbox doors. Really nice detail on those. They have a lip on the back for locating them into the box. Another part of your landing gear. Looks like the upper part of your airbags and your lower part. Jamie has rubber airbags you could replace these with, but his are smaller. I don't know how it would look. Cross members for your suspension. One of your extended legs for your landing gear. One of the braces for the landing gear. And then this tree is the same as this tree. Duplicate trees. Then you have your kingpin plate, your rear bumper with the mud flaps molded on, rear dock bumper. Jamie has these little bitty dock bumpers in real rubber too. And then you can get the check truck model if you want. You can get the check truck model fluorescent photo etch lights to put in here instead of the ones that come with the kit. That's a nice feature. Got your landing gear crank, another cross member, and you got your bulkhead for the trailer, headache rack, bulkhead, whatever you want to call it. That's molded there. Your front edge of the trailer, of the bed. Some mud flaps that hang, I believe these are behind the front axle. Your landing gear crank gearbox. And I'm not sure what that little bitty round piece is. Have to look at the instructions. The instructions. Got clear, all clear lights. When you're doing these lights, guys, what I do is I'll go and I'll paint, I'm trying to think what I did on the ones on the TranStar. I was doing something to make them reflective. Oh, I was painting the back of the lens with Molotow chrome, and then I was painting the outside of the lens with Tamiya clear red, and that gives the appearance of a translucent reflective lens. So that's how you can do these. The really cool thing about this kit is that it comes with 2 sets of frame rails. And that is so you can build it as if it's loaded or if it's unloaded. In real life, on an all aluminum flatbed, what they do is they arch the main rails. They put them in upwards camber. And that's so that when you put your load on it, the trailer levels out. If the rails weren't cambered and you were to put heavy load, it's going to sag that trailer and very well might break it. I've actually seen the flatbeds break, usually with coil loads. So let's take a look in here. Wouldn't that be awesome if I like slit my finger open on a video? I'd have to change the title. Idiot cuts finger. Alright, you got your side of your trailer and your rub rail are separate pieces. These are 2 feet long, 48 foot in 1/25. Show you how they look up close. Okay, 2 identical trees. Then you have your main rails. Okay, let's see. You can tell which one's cambered and which one's. A little hard to tell. It's pretty subtle. Oh, looks like there's one of each on each rail. So they didn't have to make 2 different molds. It's kind of hard to see, but let's see back here. This is your cambered rail, and this is your non-cambered. This would be loaded, and this would be unloaded, or a light load. And you can tell by the thickness from here to here and from here to here in the middle. On the ends, they're pretty much the same. So they just make it fatter in the middle so it raises and arches the bed. And these trees are identical. You have a cambered and a non-cambered on the other tree as well. Then you have the bed. And the bed looks pretty good. I'm not seeing... Sometimes on an aluminum flatbed, you'll have what they call nail strips. And nail strips are when you have a load and you throw a tarp over it, you can nail it down to keep it from flapping around. You know, you can have hooks for straps or whatever. But that's why they put the wood, so it can be reused over and over. This one is an all aluminum deck. Aluminum, in real life, these planks are like a rectangular box that they lay on in continuation along the deck. It's got pretty good detail. Let me see it up close here. It's got the bolt head detail. On the bottom it shows the ribs. Got some bad thing is there's a lot of injector pin marks, so that'd be a lot of cleanup on that. Got all kinds of locating spots. But it builds into a really nice looking trailer. I've seen it, you know, built quite a few times now, and people do a really great job on it. Then you got the structions. Let's see here. Tells you all about, if you want to get my fat fingers out of the way, you want to freeze or pause the video and read all that. Take a look here. Your basic instructions, construction. That's your main web, your main frame. And then you got your suspension and airbags, axles. Get all that in here. Oh yeah. Really nice full color pictures. Oh, they do have the nail strips. The bad thing is the nail strips don't have wood grain detail. No biggie. You can do that with paint. But it's got really nice pictures of the built model that would help you with construction. Some paint and decal instructions. And then more instructions. Sorry about the glare, guys. My lighting's pretty crappy. Over here, show you how to put the load winches on, your bulkhead, all that good stuff. And on the back, it gives you suggested painting tips, colors to use, what to use them on. That's helpful. Then you got the decals. I normally don't open my decals until I'm ready to use them. Here's a tip. Whenever you get a kit, make sure the decals are in the instructions. It just helps protect them. Very good idea if they're in a plastic bag. Okay, we got Conspicuity Tape. And all your data tags for your frame and other areas. Pretty cool. I have actual reflective Conspicuity Tape from Lino Tape, I think it was. I got it years ago. I don't even know where it's at. Imagine that. There she is, guys. Really nice kit. I think Wes at Wes's, God, I'm going to get this wrong. Wes's model something. He's on Facebook. I'm sure if you type in Wes and then model, it'll bring him up. But he may have some of these. They're a little harder to find now. They've been out for a while. They sold out quick. People were like, I totally sold out of the first run, and I'm waiting to get more in. Let me throw this back in the box real quick. Bottom of the box has really nice pictures as well. Tells about the trailer. God, I'm so cramped here. This and this. Try to keep these videos as short as I can because, man, they take forever to load on YouTube. Fix all this later. Now, a little something else I wanted to show you. Of course, Moebius came out with a 48-foot trailer after I spent, I don't know how much time completely scratch building my 48-foot trailer. 100% scratch built. Looks like total crap right now. These nail strips are real oak, and it's like a puzzle. I got to figure it all out again. I had it written down on where the pieces go, but I got them mixed up somehow. But they fit really snug, so there's no gaps or anything. But this is what held me up the longest on this trailer. I wanted the deck to have the long ribs, the long grooves in the deck like the real ones do. I looked everywhere for material that would duplicate that. Couldn't find it. Finally, I found some sheets that Evergreen had, ribbed styrene sheets. And I got a hold of Evergreen and I said, can you make that sheet in a 2-foot length? And they said, yeah, we'll make that for you. So they did that, sent it to me. And what I have done is I've taken, the sheet is thin. So I've taken it and put it on the top and on the bottom so that the detail will show through the cross members. You'll have the ribs on the bottom and the top, like the kit does. And then there's I forget what thickness, but there's plastic in between so that this matches the thickness of the oak strips. They're the exact same thickness. This is all just sitting on here. This little piece right here, 200 pieces in just this alone. And I built it so long ago, it's falling apart from getting moved around. And I don't have nowhere to put it. I don't have a box to put it in. I'm looking for an empty Moebius flatbed box so I can put this in it until I ever finish building it. But 2 cross members came out. The whole dock bumper came off. My beveled ends of my rub rail came off. They're supposed to look like this on the front. Have a little bevel. Every one of these pockets is separate all the way down the side. Every cross member is I-beam. And I made it to where it looks like they're all going through the main rail like the real one does. That's why the glue is yellowing, because it's been on there for so long. It's that liquid cement. The main rails were made from sheet plastic and strip plastic. And they have an arch to them. It's very subtle. But it does have a very slight arch to it. But this is actually 1/24th, so I guess it's not the same as a Moebius kit. Everything's pre-drilled. You're looking at, oh, I got a loose cross member. Where are you? Everything's pre-drilled, going down the center cross members for the airlines and electric lines, which they'll get thrown in there. But that's about it. I just want to show you guys that trailer in case you might be looking for one. my little project here. And as usual, if you have any questions or suggestions, leave a comment below. If you like it, leave a like, and if you want to see more of my videos, hit subscribe. See ya.